Hi everyone, welcome back to the Spirit of 97. We're into our third season here with Borussia Dortmund. We had a humongous transfer window in which we lost Mr. Erling Haaland. How have we responded and how are we getting on so far in the season? We've got a Champions League game coming up here against Real Madrid. Let's get into it. That's right everyone, we sold Erling Haaland in the summer. Yeah, it was a tough decision to let him go, but I'll go into our reasons for that in a minute. First off, though, if you could do us a favour, drop a like down below, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think of these transfers at least. Do you think the signings we made are going to get us to that Champions League trophy that we want? Do you think we could do it this season? Or, feel free just to comment anything. So let's kick things off. The big one, obviously, was selling Erling Haaland. He went to Man City for 85 million. Now, obviously, let's be honest, he is worth far more than 85 million. 85 million for Man City is a bit of a steal in my eyes. But what we have to bear in mind is he only had 12 months left on his contract. So trying to get any more for him was proving very, very difficult. If you don't remember, he came to us after the Champions League. Was it the quarters? No, it was this. It was the semi. What was it? The semi-final, which we lost to Man United, I believe. Was it the semi-final? I can't remember now. Anyway, we lost to Man United at some point. I think it was the quarter-final, and obviously we promised we were going to win the Champions League. We didn't. So he came to us saying, "I'm not happy we haven't won the Champions League. I want to leave." So I was like, "Okay. You know what? That's fine. We promised we would win it. We haven't won it. Okay." We offered him out because I was like, I want to make sure I sell him. I don't want it to come to January and us not have sold him, and then we'd be sort of having to get 30 mil for him or risk losing him for nothing. Because at the end of the day, from the 1st of January, any club outside of Germany could have offered him a contract for the end of the season. So I was really keen to try and sell him if we could, because I did not want to risk losing him for nothing. He would not entertain signing a new contract. I could try to get Marco Reus to talk to him to try and convince him to stay. He did not want to stay. So I was like, that's fine. I get it, but you've got to go. And if that's the case, you've got to go. So we sold him for 85 million, which I think, considering he had 12 months left on his deal, is a very reasonable value. You may notice that we also sold Daniel Marlin. So he was someone who, there was some interest in him. We kind of looked into that. We planned for him leaving. We were quite happy to let him go. As you can see, looking at the incomings, we bought in Rafael Leao from Man City. He was available for 55 mil. We offered them a package deal, which basically takes it just over 55, because we weren't going to offer him it up front all in one go. So that was the reason for that one. We sold Marlon. Yeah, he was okay for us. He certainly wasn't brilliant. Here, if we take a look at his stats for us in the last 2 seasons, in that first season, very, very poor output, 5 goal contributions in 25 games. Last season, a very marginal improvement. For 45 million, a 20 mil profit, I think that's really good business. So we were quite happy to let him go. As you can see, we brought in not just Rafael Leao, but we also brought in Andreas Sheldrup from Midtjylland. You might be able to find him at Noordjylland in your saves. That is where he starts off. He's only 19. His stats are really, really good. Really, really good for his age. He is someone who a few people I've spoken to in Jake Cooper's Discord. The link is down below if you're interested for that Discord. I've had some really great success with this guy. So, I'm hoping that, from that left wing, he is someone who can be a really good option for us going forward. He may even keep Leao at the team, who knows? But Leao is someone who, if you were following my Parma save on FM21, he was just an absolute beast for Milan. And he's already had a really decent start to his career with us. He scored 2 goals in his first league game for us. He has had a bit of an injury, so he's not played as much lately. But he is someone who I think is going to be a really good option for us. Just to try and add a bit of impetus from that left-hand side, because I feel like in the last couple of seasons we really struggled. Another outgoing that we haven't touched on, we won't actually see it for this season. Dan Axel Zagadou, we sold him for 30 million. He didn't feature much for us last season, and we were happy to try and get some money for him. One thing you won't see is another person who left. Where is he? Gio Reyna left in the summer. He went to Arsenal for 53 million. Arsenal bid for him. And yeah, like, you know what, he wanted the move, and he was good for us. He showed some promise, but he wasn't amazing, like, by any means. You know, last season he had quite a few injuries. You know, when you think 9 goal contributions in 19 games, yes, you know, is a good sort of percentage. But when you think that actually he only played 19 games out of a possible probably like 40 plus games that he could have played for us because he was injured. And 53 million, he wanted the move. We weren't going to fight it. You know, he wanted to go. We would have had to, you know, convince him to stay, etc. So I was like, we might as well get the money for him and invest it into the squad and just someone who actually wants to be here. So again, that money was put towards the likes of Sheldrup and Leao. Roberto Firmino, we already knew about. Mauricio Piqué, he is a right back. I think we touched on last season we signed. He stayed on loan at Boca. And then a few other players we brought in. Obviously, as you can see, Franck Kessié was the big money signing that we made in the summer, just to try and beef up that midfield. Milan won the Champions League last season, so obviously Inter beat us in the first season, and then Milan won its second season. They beat United in the final. So a bit of Milan dominance at the moment. So a current Champions League medal holder came to join us, just to beef up that midfield. Not the sort of signing that typically I would have made, if I'm being honest with you. Big money signing in a position that I probably would have been ordinarily in past FMs would have been more inclined to try and find someone younger who we can sort of like nurture and mould into that role. But obviously, I need to start thinking a bit more like a big club here. We're gunning for the Champions League, so big money signings are obviously the name of the game. Last few FMs I've kind of managed teams where this level of resources we've not really had, and we've kind of made do. And you know, look to bring in players to nurture and develop, whereas this time we've kind of bought a lot of probably like ready-made players to just get straight into the team, to try and make us good straight away. You'll also notice Nordi Mukiel came in. He's someone playing at right back primarily, but he can also play centre half. Caligari had a Tottenham bid for him, and he basically kicked off that we rejected it. Bear in mind they offered us like 20 odd mil, and he's got a 51 mil release clause. I was like, I'm not going to sell you for anything less than your release clause. If you want to go, that's fine, but they'll have to match that. He was fine with that. Needless to say, no one bid that for him, so he stayed for now. And then we've also just signed a few other youngsters. Isaac Bergman Johannesson, he is someone who looks like he could be quite a good little option for us. He can play pretty much anywhere. He's so versatile. He can play on the right, he can play in the middle, he can play on the left, he can play left back. He's someone we're quite happy to have in the team. Offer a bit of depth across the pitch and potentially someone who could become very good. Marcus Holmgren Pedersen, we signed him when it looked like we might have been losing Caligari for right back backup, because we already didn't have much cover at right back for Caligari, and then when it looked like he was leaving, it was like, well, let's get in Mukiel and let's get in Holmgren Pedersen. Overall, his attributes aren't brilliant, but I really liked his physicals, his pace. I'm hoping as someone who, even if we just play him against some of like the lesser teams in the Bundesliga, he's hopefully just going to rinse teams down the wing as an attacking fullback, hopefully. Otherwise, it was mainly just some young signings. Ronald Selepric was a free signing. We just paid his compensation. Attributes-wise, he's definitely got the potential to improve. When you look at his determination, he's someone who could definitely improve quite a lot. And worst case scenario, if he doesn't develop, we sell him on for a profit. I'm sure we'll be able to sell money for him. He's not got the best personality, so 600k in compensation. He's already worth 950k at the top end, so bit of good development. We sell him on probably for at least 4 or 5 times profit. Noah Mbamba is a centre half we signed from Club Brugge. He has gone straight out on loan to our new affiliate club, which the board let us pick, which is Fortuna Dusseldorf. Centre half, already some really good attributes for an 18-year-old, so he's hopefully just going to develop quite nicely out on loan. And then Ariel Ramos, he's another defender we signed from River Plate. He's got unbelievable attributes for his age, and he stayed on loan at River for now. And the final little bit of admin is just looking at our current form. So once again, we played Bayern Munich in the Super Cup, and once again we lost 2-1 this time. Moukoko getting in on the goals quite a lot this season so far, showing that he could potentially be the future of our striking options in the absence of Haaland. He's got 2 hat-tricks already. He got 1 in the Cup, and he got 1 in the league against Paderborn. He also scored against Augsburg in a 2-0 win. Yusuf Demir, you might notice, is getting on the goals there. He is potentially going to be our future shadow striker. Excuse me. And we also have then just played Bayern Munich in the league, and we lost 2-0 away from home. 2 goals from Lewandowski. We really did not play well in that game. Few players have been out injured. Some of our starters from last season, so they are just starting to come back. So hopefully, getting those players back will stand us in good stead going forward. Got a game against Real Madrid coming up. You might notice that we've also got a game against Arsenal and Olympiacos to come up in the future. That is our Champions League group: Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Olympiacos. First season that we have gone into the Champions League as number 1 seeds after winning the league last season, and we probably got the hardest draw in the Champions League we've had so far. Obviously, in the first season, we did beat Real Madrid in the Champions League in the knockouts? No, the quarterfinals. Not the quarterfinals, not the first round. We beat them over 2 legs, so I probably shouldn't be too pessimistic, but I am just conscious of the fact that it's probably a much tougher group than what we've had before. So this is the team we're going with today. We've got Adeyemi back, who is turned into an absolute monster. We'll just take a look at his attributes here. To think when we started with him, likes of his finishing was 10, his dribbling was 14, I think. He is someone who's developed so well in literally just 2 seasons. I think playing him in that inside winger, like inverted winger role, has really helped his overall development. Obviously, he was someone who we initially planned on playing as an out-and-out striker. To replace Haaland, but he's someone who's really made that wing role his own. So for now, he's probably our strongest winger on that right-hand side. So for now, he will stay there. But I am definitely mindful of the fact that he can easily do a job up front for us as well. Mukiella's playing. He's had a fairly solid start to his career with us. Kamara, Rudiger, Martin, Kessié and Bellingham making up sort of like that midfield defensive role, the midfield defensive partnerships there. Leao's back in. Demir in the shadow striker role, and Yusuf and Makoko. Sticking with the same formation that worked so well for us last season. I am going to be finally doing that tactic test. I'm going to be getting that run tonight. That's going to be running while I'm in bed, simulating through a whole season. And then hopefully when I get up in the morning, I'll be able to feast on some tasty results with that one. So here we go at home against Real Madrid in the Champions League group stage. Arsenal played earlier. They beat Olympiacos 2-0. We're playing against the Real Madrid team, who are in poor form, managed by Alvaro Arbeloa. Fair enough. This is a team who only just about got into the Champions League last season. They were outside of the Champions League places in La Liga for the majority of the season and just snuck in right at the end. Playing a 4-4-2 with Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. up top. It's not what I would necessarily class as a very strong Real Madrid team. They've got an aging Kroos in midfield, Luis Diaz from Porto on the left, with Victor Lindelof and who's the other centre half? Who is it? Militao. And then who else have they got? They've got Dumfries and Alaba on the wings. Pedro Neto of Wolves. Casemiro and Cruz in the middle. Interesting team. This is a very strange Real Madrid team, which I really think we should be looking to beat. Oh, what a pass. Oh, my word. What a pass that was from Bellingham. And Adeyemi hits the underside of the bar on his first full return from injury. Blimey. Goes without saying here, obviously a win would be tremendous. Like, would really put us on a solid footing going forward. Because I do think we could beat Arsenal. Arsenal have been... I don't think they've been in the Champions League. I think this is their first time back in the Champions League on this save. So... has Aaron just given away a penalty? Aaron Martin. But yeah, I really think, Arsenal is someone we should be looking to beat. And obviously Olympiacos, penalty. Obviously Olympiacos we should be looking to beat as well. So is it Alaba taking it? And he scores. Terrible start inside 10 minutes. Aaron Martin giving away a penalty. Fuming. Adeyemi, Demir, Rafael, lovely. Oh, Yusuf. Oh, we went to corner. It was deflected over. Okay. Oh, got to keep up the pressure. More of the same. Aaron Martin whips it in. I'm going to swap Babacar and Rudiger around for the corners, just because I know how I've got my corners set up. Tell Bellingham to ease off tackles. I cannot afford for him to get sent off. Just wide from Bellingham. Let's go attacking. I know we're playing Real Madrid, but I really don't think we should be scared of this Real Madrid team, so I really think we just need to go at them. Moukokko's in. He hits the post. Oh. He gets in behind so much. He's done it a lot this season already. Just needs to work on his consistency. That is one thing my coaches do say, is he needs to be more consistent. So I'm hoping that just giving him more game time and things like that, will help improve his consistency if he can just start delivering performances, like good performances regularly. Aaron Martin just tipped over by Courtois. And what can we do with the corner? Madrid have got a chance to break here with Pedro Neto. I mean, looking at this Real Madrid team, it'd be quite an interesting prospect to take this job, because I really feel like this team has got a lot of scope to be rebuilt and improved. What a ball by Demir to Bellingham, and he scores. What an outstanding goal. Absolutely outstanding goal from Bellingham there. Just a proper daisy cutter into the bottom corner. Bent that in, lovely. Demir, beautiful pass, 25 yards, just skims it in. Lovely goal. I'll put a praise on them. A bit of positivity just before half time. See if we can snatch a second goal. We also got offered the Inter job in the summer. Obviously, we never even entertained it, because the aim of this save is to win the Champions League with Dortmund. We were never going to take anything like that. But it was quite interesting to see. I think we played well. I am happy with the performance. We've done well. Why are they getting disheartened by that? Well, and Kamara. Gonna have to take Bellingham off, aren't we? He is very tired. Adeyemi is also not having a great game. So we'll bring Tolisso on. That's a great block by Mukiel. Bit of great defending there. Got away by Leao. Got to push out now. Well then, Adeyemi, come on. What can you do? Obviously not much. That was a great effort by Vinicius Jr. Got away by Kamara. Push out now. Come on. Safe hands from Onana. Safe hands. So they're playing some nice football. And there's the goal from Moukoko. That's his 9th goal of the season. Adeyemi with the assist. To say that was deserved, I think, is an understatement. Bit of a, sort of scrappy, blocked cross type situation at first. But you know what? We kept going. Adeyemi picks up the rebound, squares it again, and this time Moukoko is able to tap it in. Lovely. Right, we'll drop to positive naturally because, let's face it, we don't want to be pushing up too much. Kessié can come off a Bentancur now. And we'll take off Leao for Shelder up. I think he's offside there, Demir. No? Okay. Won a corner out of that one. I'll take that. Second chance, Martin. Decent delivery. And he plays it to Rudiger. Just send him wide. Oh, well in, Bentancur. Won it so nicely there. Start slowing things down a bit now, I think. I think that'll do quite nicely. Just wind the clock down and secure a priceless win here against Real Madrid to get our Champions League group stage kicked off with an absolute stunner of a win, hopefully. And there's the icing on the cake. Yusuf Demir rising highest of all players. Yusuf Demir rising highest from the corner there to head home to make certain of the win in the 94th minute. Lovely. That sends us top. Assuming that Real... Yeah, perfect. Now, if my calculations are correct from what I know of Champions League football, the last game of the group stage will be against Arsenal. So that is probably where we'll bring it back, is for that Arsenal game. It will be in December. Yeah, so Arsenal is that last game in the group stage. So, obviously early days, but based on the first round of fixtures, that could be the deciding fixture and who comes top in the group. Hopefully that is the case. Hopefully we've not bombed since then. So yeah, I will see you on the 5th of December for the Arsenal game. Main focus, obviously, I think this season, in terms of episodes-wise, is going to be Champions League, because ultimately that is what is left for us to get. Obviously, we did the double last season, winning the Champions League, winning the Bundesliga and the Deutsche Pokal Cup. So, winning the Champions League is obviously the main aim of this series. So that is what we're going to be gunning for next. If you've enjoyed the video, please do drop a like. Did you enjoy that game? It was a great result, wasn't it? Great result. And drop your thoughts below. Do you think that the squad is good enough to challenge the Champions League this season? If not, why not? And where do you think we should improve next if that is the case? Thanks again for watching, everyone. I really appreciate everyone coming here. It means a lot that you're here watching these episodes. I'm just a guy who just enjoys playing Football Manager and decided why not make a series out of it. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.